healing, a moment in the morning for prayer. Begin anew with sunrise, wipe the dust from your eyes, be rid of your disguises again. A little for your father, a little for your mother, a little for your sister, a little for your brother, a little love for your soul will make you whole. If you're looking for protection, learn to read directions written in the depths of your soul. Remember in the noonday, sit in peace, meditate. Stillness takes you further than you know. A little for your father, a little for your mother, a little for your sister, a little for your brother, a little love for your soul will make you whole. If you wanna walk in power, dedicate an hour for the shower of love. Do it in the evening, you will be receiving the peace that you've been leaving behind. A little for your father, a little for your mother, a little for your sister, a little for your brother, a little love for your soul will make you whole. Oh, be rid of your disguises again. 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 Be rid of your
Hey, Grand Risings, everybody. Here we are again, once again, on our Rejuvenation Program. This is day, 11? Huh? Day 11 of our Rejuvenation Program. Fantastic time that we're having doing our program here. Well, I am anyway, So, yeah, I just want to say thank you for all of those who are actually watching these, right? Yeah, just do what you need to do, right? The usual things that's requested. If you're on the YouTube and you're watching this, to subscribe, right, and share and subscribe. Okay, well, let me get this angle a little bit better for you, so you can. So I've got my dome on my head. You can see my peanut head here, right? I'll explain it here in a moment. And yeah. Anyway, yeah. So yeah. So where are we? Right today, what I want to discuss is exercise. Exercise. You know, challenging ourselves with exercise, right? And doing this rejuvenation program, you analyze how much you are inactive, possibly, or just let's say as we mature through our days, we are um, we are more or less flexible, right? So we need to incorporate some form of like exercise that we need, right? I know that when I was younger, I was in the gym. I used to go to the gym quite often. Actually, before that, let's go before that, okay? So when I was in school, I used to play rugby and cricket. Right? I wasn't so good at football or anything like that, but I used to play in goal. Yeah, I used to be a goalkeeper in football and everything. Um, but as young people, we were all talented and everything else. So it was a case of just going through the motions. But the rugby is what I did excel in, and I was a captain of the rugby team. Right? Even to the extent of that, I was the captain of my year, and I used to play for the year above as well. I used to play for the year above as well, right? So it was a case of that, um, I just used to enjoy playing, and that was my major outlet as any form of exercise. Anyhow, so time to leaving school now. So leaving school around about the age of 70, around about the age of yeah, about 17, right? And then all of a sudden I found that I was getting very frustrated in myself. Right? It was that pent up. I need to release. The usual things that what young men would go through. So even when I was going through that, I needed to have an outlet. And back in those days, I could go to the gym, right? And it was reasonably inexpensive, right? So they, we had there was a gym at the bottom of this place called Lady World Swimming Baths, and the gym was in the basement. And what they had was a room down there, and they had some basic machineries, bench, you know, squat rack, and a multi gym, right? And I guess most places you'll find those type of things now, or that level of machinery and free weights as well. Sorry, yeah, free weights as well. And where you find that level of machinery, it's going to be like in a health clubs, or in prisons. Right. So I used to go there, and I just got addicted. I got addicted, literally. I got addicted to training. It was a thing that I was doing like 7 days a week, and occasionally I would go there, and then I would still be training like two, 3 times a day. You know, just to get that feeling of like tightness. You know, the pump as they would call it. Right? And there wasn't the thing of fashion to be a certain way, or body image in that day. And it was about a year or so later, I discovered that there was this thing called bodybuilding. I'm thinking, what is that, right? And then met a few people who was actually, in the gym, and they were actually professional bodybuilders, right? So they were getting paid to do this bodybuilding thing, and then they were telling me, oh, you have to, if you want to do it, you have to be dedicated, and you have to be training hard and everything. And a lot of them thought that I was actually body bodybuilder, in that way there because of my physique at the time. One of the things that they used to say is that oh, what they used to always come and say, what drugs are you taking? And I used to say, I don't take drugs. I don't take drugs, right? So when I finally realized that they were taking anything and everything, right? I'm going to tell you now, that scared the crap out of me. It scared the crap out of me. I'm just going to do something. Yeah, it scared the crap out of me. Yeah, it scared the crap out of me. So like for a very long time, I wasn't. I stayed away from doing the heavy stuff. Right, but I was just still just pumping, right. And then there was the Joe Weeders magazine Muscle at the time. So I saw this cover of this guy, these guys on the magazine, and I bought one. And then when I was comparing myself to a lot of the physiques in there, right now remember this is in the early days of the bodybuilders or international bodybuilders, right? I would say, you know what, I could actually achieve this, you know. And I was about 19, 20, and I'm thinking, yeah, I could actually achieve this, you know. And I used to compare myself with them and say, you know, well, yeah, well, I'm better than him. And there was only like the top men who were like bigger, more defined than myself. But in general, I had a good base of physique. Anyhow, so fast forward, I've always been training at one stage, but I've never been like a consistent heavy trainer. And you know, due to work and commitments and all that family commitments, that I wasn't able to maintain the regularity of the training. But I still yearned for that, like, you know, that pump and everything else. So even now, even in my mature age, I still I still enjoy going to the gym. Obviously, I don't train as intense as I had done when I was younger, right? Um, uh, let's say squatting, squatting, very rare. I would do actually squatting, and you know, just say let's say I respect my age. I respect my age and my abilities, right? But it's still the process of actually going through the training. Yesterday, I revisited a program that I did like a couple of years ago, right? And that was the Kemetic yoga. Yeah. Now, with the Kemetic yoga, is based upon obviously the Egyptologist principles of and incorporating the Qigong Chinese principles of breathing and movement as well. Right. So I revisited some of the initial exercises that is that was I was doing with Muay Thai. Right. So you know it's one of those things of like, you know, to revisit that. Anyway, let me tell you something. It was a 40-minute session, just the basic warm ups for the lower part of the body. Right. Last night, my people, it was the awakening called the you're not going to sleep because we're going to put some cramp onto your backside right here, right now. That's what we're going to do. We're going to put some cramp into you, right? And then putting that cramp into me, it messed up my legs. And that's what I was training yesterday. Anyhow, it was emphasis on the stretching and the relaxation and positioning of legs. Right. Let me tell you something. It corrected my ass. It corrected my ass yesterday, last night, right, or earlier this morning. Right. So I've only had about an hour and a half sleep earlier, but very, very, very enjoyable. Very, very enjoyable. And of course, with doing those exercises, it does loosen and strengthens your core, and it balances your abilities to actually train, right? So it's not only for the yoga, right? But it also does for your posture. It loosens up all your tight joints as well and everything else. So this is my recommendation for you this strong or today, right? Is to have a look at it, have a look at it, and you know, let's do. You should do some exercises. Do some exercises, right? And but like as you go through the program, ensure that you're doing some regular exercises. So it could be from simple thing like power walking, right? But be consistent with it. Right? So do it on a daily basis. Right? So it could be like power walking for up to an hour, right? And or doing some yoga for at least an hour, weight training or something, or some kind of exercises or activity that is going to be challenging you and exerting you to push yourself forward in the weight with put ensuring that you're pushing your body. Also, along with the dietary, right? Increase your water input, right? So we're aiming for at least 3 liters a day, right? At least 3 liters a day, right? And even with that, I'm using filtered water as well with the Shanghai stone. So I've got a big jar, and I've got the Shanghai stones in there to activate the water. And let me tell you something. When you have like, for instance, a kettle, right, and the water over here is extremely like from the taps, it is extremely what's it, chlorine. We've got chlorine in the water, fluoride in the water, and it scales up. It scales up tremendously, right? Once you boil the water, right? But in boiling the water, you are also getting rid of a lot of impurities. Now, let me tell you something. Now, once you've descaled your pots or whatever, your kettle and everything, and then you use the water from the Shanghai stones. You don't get no build up impurities, floating impurities, right? Where you have to use a water filter jar. You don't get all of that, right? So now, can you imagine? you drinking water that has been filtered in the Shanghai stones and then put through a filter after that. Right? So that's the level of water that we can just do very simply at home, right? We have to be very careful of what we're taking into our bodies, especially when we're doing this cleansing. Try and source some foods that are natural, right? If you can source where they are grown, even better still, right? Juicing and experimentations with different soups as well. Eating more, as I say, raw foods, right? Or uncooked. I won't say raw, uncooked foods, right? These are good. Fruits, if available, like eating the fruits in preference to juicing the fruits, yeah. To ensure that you have the roughage that is going to go through your body as well, right? Look up some blends of different juices as well. And if you have something pertaining to an ailment, right, utilize those things as well. Yeah. Okay. Supplements, yes. I would say yes. If it's possible to have some supplements, but try to initially find the supplementation through natural assessment. And I will catch you tomorrow again. All right. So have a great day. If you want to join me in a little while, I'll be on in approximately just over an hour. I should be back on live on galaxyofui.net. All right. You can catch me on there from 7 to 9 o'clock. Right, I should be on live in the Galaxy studio, and then later on this evening on the Black Father support group in the Galaxy studio again from 8 to 10. I should be here as well. Okay, so and yeah, look forward to seeing you and hearing you. If you're going to look back on some of these programs, fantastic, right? And I say as you do, you just like, share, or whatever it is. Subscribe, whatever it is, right? So I look forward to actually linking with you and getting to know you as well. All right. So all the best and have a great day. Let's see what we got there. Okay now.
If you wanna know real feeling, take the time for healing. A moment in the morning for prayer. Begin anew with sunrise. Wipe the dust from your eyes. Be rid of your disguises again. A little for your father, a little for your mother, a little for your sister, a little for your brother, a little love for your soul will make you whole. If you're looking for protection, learn to read directions written in the depths of your soul. Remember in the noonday it in peace, meditate. Stillness takes you further than you know. A little for your father, a little for your mother, a little for your sister, a little for your brother, a little love for your soul will make you whole. If you wanna walk in power, dedicate an hour for the shower of love. Do it in the evening, you will be receiving the peace that you've been leaving behind. A little for your father, a little for your mother, a little for your sister, a little for your brother, a little love for your soul will make you whole. Oh, be rid of your disguises again. 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 Be rid of your disguises again.